Back in the days when I was struggling with binge eating, I tried so many ways to stop. And let me just give you an example. I tried to do intermittent fasting, where you don't eat the whole day and then you just eat it once, it's evening. But the problem is, I used to eat so much food that I would make up for all the time that I didn't eat during the day. So it ended up just being a waste of time. And it was just one of the things that I tried. I watched a lot of videos online, I watched a lot of podcasts to try to help me develop discipline. But for some reason, it didn't work. Like I would make progress and then I would feel good and then I would relapse again. And the cycle would just continue over and over and over again. I know it sounds a bit silly, but if you have ever struggled with binge eating, you know exactly how it feels. That frustration of what am I doing to myself? And you sometimes you feel like you are stuck in that binge eating addiction forever, and you feel like you are never going to be to stop. Bro, I used to be down bad, but now fast forward to a few months, I have not only have I overcome binge eating, but I now help people from all around the world to overcome this challenge. So today I'm going to give you what I believe are the thing that helped me the most to stop binge eating. If I could credit just one thing that helped me stop binge eating, it would be this. So I'm going to give you what that is and then show you how you can use it yourself to achieve similar results. So I'm going to explain that to you using an analogy. So imagine an ant, right? An ant, ants, and it's trying to go and get some food, and that ant starts to work hard, but that ant is on the top of an elephant that is going backwards. It doesn't matter how much that ant tries to run, it's always going to go backwards because it's on the top of an elephant. So for you, that elephant can be your mindset stammering. And if you don't fix your mindset, it doesn't matter how much effort you put towards running, you're always going to go backwards. But I think you have heard that mindset story 1,000 times, and you are thinking, "Oh, blessing, are you going to tell me something new?" Trust me, I'm going to tell you something that could change your life if you apply it. The mindset that you need to have is what others can call the law of detachment or to detach from your results. Let me explain to you how this mindset works using an analogy again that I got from Will Smith. You know that famous actor, Will Smith.
You don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. There will not be one brick on the face of the earth that's going to be laid better than this brick that I'm going to lay in this next 10 minutes. And you do that every single day.
And soon you have a wall.
And soon you have a wall.
So if you are paying attention, you have an idea right now. So you can say for you, building a wall is quitting binge eating, right? But that's goal is the wall. But you don't try to build the wall, right? You lay bricks. So I'm going to explain to you what those bricks are. So I'm going to give you 3 things here that you can start to focus on today. And if you do these 3 things correctly, they're going to move you an insane step closer towards quitting binge eating. Trust me, this works. Why? Because I use this myself. Okay. First habit that you need, which is a brick that you are laying towards building your wall of quitting binge eating, is meditation. Does this sound familiar to you? Sometimes you just eat, like you eat, and you feel like you are unconscious while doing it. And once you are done eating, you are like, huh, did I just eat that? Oh, yeah, you did, but for some reason you feel like you're unconscious. So meditation helps to bring your consciousness back so that you don't just binge eat without even knowing what on earth you are eating. So how do you meditate? Well, every day wake up and before you do anything, sit down for 15 minutes, eyes closed, and put a timer on your phone, and then just Do nothing. Do nothing for 15 minutes every morning and just listen to your breath. Now, the next habit that I want you to develop is pretty important. Do not miss this. So, have you ever ate food and for some reason you felt hungry? Then the next feeling you felt was like bloatedness. You're like, wait, I'm too full, like I've eaten too much. And it's like you don't know how you got there. The last thing you remember was you were hungry. And the next thing you see now is, wait, I'm literally too full to even move. So the next habit that you need is to constantly listen to how you feel while you eat so that you avoid that scenario where you just feel bloated. So whenever you eat next time, after you ate about half your plate, just ask yourself, how hungry am I? And then just keep eating slowly and listening to yourself. And when you feel like, oh, I'm full, then you can just stop eating, put the food aside, and just eat it later. The next habit is really a habit you can say of hope. Like if you want to stop binge eating, right? You believe you're going to stop, you actually believe that. And when you stop, you're going to lose weight. As you've always wanted to. And when you lose that weight, your body is going to start to reform and to look different. And you want your body to look amazing once you lose the weight, right? So start going to the gym. Really, like start going to the gym. It's going to give you such insane benefits. It's going to help you in so many ways that you could have never imagined. Not only that, it's also going to make your body look amazing once you stop binge eating. Not only is it going to speed up the process of quitting binge eating, it's also going to make your body look amazing once you stop binge eating. So go to the gym. It's really going to help you. Now, if you want me to hold your hands every step of the way and teach you exactly how to implement these habits into your life, then click the link below and I'm going to see you there.